Once upon a time, there was an invisible sky wizard that no one has ever been able to demonstrate. People claim this mage was a benevolent creator. However, his words, in a book, paint a very different picture. When I read from this book, I could see the many incredulous tales. These stories just didn't make any sense, and there were errors and horrors on nearly every page. Even as a child, I understood how these accounts didn't line up with reality, and I started to ask why. Why do people believe such lies? However, the adults didn't have an answer for me. So this 7-year-old was no longer welcome at the Sunday Indoctrination Club. I have always wondered if I could take this book and make it better. A new book that is scientifically, morally and historically an improvement over the old, flawed, Dark Age version. Click like and subscribe to join me while I expose the claims of the Bible, and then, together, we can make it better. Let us begin. Genesis chapter 1, 1 through 8. 1. In the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. 3. And God said, Let there be light. And there was light. 4. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. 5. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. 6. And God said, Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. 7. And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. 8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Well, it is a bit of a poor beginning, isn't it? It sounds almost exactly like someone didn't know what they were talking about. And we have zero backstory. Perhaps we will get a prequel one day. Immediately, we notice an assumption that the universe has a finite beginning that can't be proven. Perhaps it just refers to the start of our observable universe? Yeah, let's go with that. The first line we can accept as a goal of intent. Oh, but hold on. Line 2 places the steps of creation into a timeline. So, Earth was made first, and it had no shape, and it is all water? Sorry, but that isn't Earth. That is God filling up his bathtub, without a bathtub and forgetting to turn the tap off. I should probably give him a break. It must be very difficult to do creation with the lights off. So what God has actually made is a universe that is entirely filled with water. God then has the bright idea of creating light. Wow, that makes his work a lot easier. It was truly good to finally see what he was doing. Then he made a light switch to turn it on and off. Very practical. You don't want to fall in the tub? Oh, smart bloke this God. Not to be overly pedantic, but the evening and the morning were actually the first night. Sorry, I am sure God will soon pick up on this mistake and fix it. The firmament. What exactly is the firmament? The dictionary simply says the heavens or the sky. So in this big fictional bathtub, God gets in and farts a big bubble into existence. As it grows in size, it moves the waters away in every direction. It mentions above and below, but this makes no sense. Without a container, a fart would either expand, contract, or remain a fixed size sphere in all dimensions, depending on the atmospheric pressure and surface tension. Hallelujah, God calls his fart heaven. Some beings like the flavour of their own gases. Now, let's summary the creation after 2 days. All we seem to have is a bubble in some water. No earth, no sky, no up, no down. Just a big gaseous ball called heaven that he can now call home. And this place, by his own creation, is situated within our physical universe, begging the question, where did he live before? So begins the writing of the new corrected Bible 2.0. 1. In the beginning of what anyone can truly know, everything and everywhere was in a singularity without dimension. containing the energy of all we see today. 2. Then expansion began, and the universe grew from a hot, dense state until it cooled enough that atoms formed. 3. Then the universe became transparent, illuminating the electromagnetic spectrum of 380 to 700 nanometers and more, as gravity formed the first stars, quasars and galaxies. 4. The light was neither good nor bad, as no one was there to see it. 5. There was no day or night, as no planets had yet to form. 6. Stars ignite, then fall asleep, lost in endless time, so deep. Moving on some 9 billion years, our planet Earth started to form from the dust and particles that surrounded our new sun. 7. Gravity took hold of all the matter, drawing it in towards a central point of mass. 8. As comets rained down on our cooling Earth, the ice they carried formed the early mineral-rich seas, while chemical and geothermal events created an atmosphere around this sphere. Isn't science more fascinating than the previous ignorant dogma from early, poorly educated scribes, desperately trying to answer the question to life, the universe, and everything? So where did all that water go? Or do we actually live in that snow globe universe? You know, the one firmly debunked by 17th century scientists and later proven by Yuri Gagarin.